I need to stop doing this so I can just focus on what I'm doing. Uh, okay, so I just remembered some things. Well, mainly I just want to talk about my cosplays and things like that. It's kind of what I want to talk about at the moment. Whoa! It's stop shaking, stop shaking. Okay, so as you all know, um, I cosplay Axel. Funny story. So Axel, my original costumes I have is Axel, Hinata, and Yasha. And I want to say her name is Yuki, Yuki Kurenai, or Yuki. Oh my god, it's from Vampire Knight. Um, and but I have her as a vampire. Like I have the vampire school uniform for her. Let me look up. Fuck. Shit. Characters. Yeah, Yuki Cross. Okay. So, um but I have like the vampire school uniform for her. Um Mainly because I something I kind of created to say when she got her memories back and she became a full vampire and shit like that, and put her in like the school uniform that she would go from the day classes to the night classes because she got her memories back. It was just like my little fantasy thing I got going on. Um, I'm gonna try to find down the road for the summer con. She's more likely gonna be for the summer con. I'm gonna try to find a long haired wig of hers that's actually hers. It's on emergency right now. Um, I may or may not bring that costume to Sac Anime. I'm just worried it's been really chilly here in, California, and I think I'll be cold if I try to wear her costume for the winter con. Um Trying to think of other things like that, but anyways, but I still have her costume. That one still fits. I just tried. The only thing is it's really tight around the shoulders, but that's not the point. Anyways, so I have hers, I have Axel's, I have Inuyasha's. Problem with Axel's is that the robe is too tight. I kind of gained some weight since the last time I wore it. And his wig, um, I kind of, it got destroyed. So I don't have his wig. So technically, I'm gonna try to redo Axel all over again when I have the money. I'm just gonna buy a brand new robe, or I don't want to. I don't think she can actually make that. That's a little bit more complicated to make. Is the robe, because of the leather, um, unless she makes it out of cloth. I've seen those cloth ones. So I'm gonna try to get a new Axel wig because that's really my biggest thing right now. Is I don't have an Axel wig, so he's kind of out of commission right now at the current moment, current status. Blah, blah, blah. Um. So if my Kurenai Sensei ever decides to watch this, I don't know if she will, but I've already thanked her once So I have a Kurenai sensei who I've known for a long time. Um, from Naruto Shippuden. I cosplay Hinata. Just to want to try to explain a little bit more and more detailed about that situation. So if she does watch it, I do want to thank you for all the encouragement because it was really hard to try to figure out if I wanted to bring her back into cosplay because I really don't need a Naruto. Hinata's kind of really independent on her own. Don't really need a Naruto. It's just so the boyfriend that I dated when I was cosplaying her, um, he didn't really want to. He didn't really want to cosplay. I spent a lot of money on his Naruto costume. He didn't want to cosplay. Um, I still have the wig, so this is a wig, Naruto wig that I bought um for him. Now it kind of looks kind of look at it now. It looks kind of like that one guy's wig from like Demon Slayer, just not long enough, and it's not orange, but or red or something. But this is supposed to be a Naruto wig. So it's supposed to be flat down here for the reason is because of the headband goes around here around the side and it doesn't ruin the spikes, and then the spikes spiked up for Naruto. And so my thing is, before I bring back Hinata, I might decide just to be a Naruto cosplayer for a little while. But I was thinking about being Naruto, either Naruto from Shippuden or Toad Sage Naruto. Um, my biggest thing about Toad Sage Naruto is I'm worried about wearing that one because I makeup doesn't do well on me, and I know he has to wear that makeup around his eyes and things like that, and makeup and I don't get along. My skin's so freaking sensitive that it doesn't work very well. But that's this right here. Um, Still in good condition. I sold the cosplay, but I could never get anyone to buy, the wig. So I still have the wig. Um, Another thing that I'm gonna think about doing, but I need to fix this. I bought this because this was a wig that I bought because I found this wig and this is perfect because I didn't know for as a pony, My Little Pony, my character is a alicorn and I have to fix the horn on this wig. It's I guess it's been through hell during my move section. Moves. I almost said sections. Move sessions. So, and I know it's been hot glued because it shows it right here. So I can just have to hot glue that back on. And then I have her horn. Um, I didn't know what color her hair would be. I just knew. Uh, so when I found this, I just decided, okay, well, this is gonna be my princess's my pony's hair. So I didn't really decide on my pony's hair until after I found the wig that I was happy with. And she's a white pony, so the back of the ears are actually white, and then it's pink, purple, and teal blue, or light blue, or whatever you want to call it. So I just decided, okay, this is going to be her hair. I haven't decided on the clothing. Um, I was thinking about maybe talking with my friend who was thinking about doing the cosplays for me. Maybe she can help me come up with a design for my Princess Alicorn. Um, but that's a future. It's just I wasn't gonna do it, but I was bringing it back. I know I have some sketches of her in my sketchbook somewhere. Um, but again, with Hinata, it was a very bad breakup with the guy that was supposed to be my Naruto. A lot, if you go back through all my previous videos, you'll see the previous videos of me, and I'm calling him Naruto, I'm calling him Roxas, all that kind of good stuff, because those were his nicknames. Um, I had a bad breakup with him, and I I actually stopped cosplaying for a while because I was in a very, very depressing state. Just being honest with you guys, I was depressed. I had no motivation to do anything, not to go to cons, not do anything anymore. Um, Especially not Hinata. Uh, During the time that he was being an asshole, is when I went to the Naruto gathering. He decided, he's like, I'm not going. You forced me to come to this con. You forced me to. You bought this costume for me. I didn't even want this freaking fucking costume. All that kind of stuff. Sorry, my cat's gonna walk in front of the screen for a minute. Oh, this is Shadow. He's gonna walk in front of my screen again. He's still not feeling good. Shadow, come on. Keep going. So, oh, oh, I had that burned. That went up the wrong pipe. Whew. This stuff's sure stronger than the last nasal spray I had. So, anyways, so when I, so he was just like, I'm not going to go to the Naruto gathering. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Fuck you, pretty much. And he stayed in the hotel, and I went to the Naruto gathering. Um, and at first I was like, I didn't really see anybody that I knew. Uh, there was another Kurenai there, and I didn't see my Kurenai sensei. There was a lot of, there's different pictures that they were doing in for everybody and combined with everybody. They did all Hinatas. And then the one thing that was really hard that they did for one of the pictures was Hinata and Naruto pairing. And there was one Naruto who was very popular with the Hinatas, and they all like went all over him. He was a good looking guy. And so I was like off on my own. Me and this other Hinata were off by ourselves. Like, I think maybe because she was a minor and they weren't going to be all romantic with her because she was a minor. So I kind of felt really upset. I didn't break character, but inside I was heartbroken. Like, because I'm sitting there watching all this Naruto's, like, romantically with the Sonatas, or whatever it was, and my boyfriend, technically my fiance at the time, wouldn't do this. He wouldn't do this for me, regardless that he didn't like the cosplay. He wouldn't do it for me, and it broke my heart. And then later on, when they were doing the teams, I had we had most of all my characters' teams on mine. We had another Kurenai that was in place, but eventually my Kurenai sensei, which surprised me, she actually did show up, but she was a little late. And she was in the pictures at the last near the end. And then I got a picture with her later on, and it just, the moment I saw her, I just broke down crying. I hadn't seen her in a while. And, you know, I was just so happy to see her. Like, because I had told her that I was having relationship problems, and she was just there and she hugged me. Um, And then later, I decided after the Naruto game was over, some people took some other fan pics or whatever, and I was really upset, so I started walking. Later on, I ran into another Shino, not the Shino that I had, but the Shino that I knew was, she I had a crush on her, and she kind of played with my emotions, and she pretty much played with my emotions. Best way I could describe it. She didn't. Um, so I was still heartbroken, and then I ran into the other Shino, and he saw that I was upset, and it didn't. He kind of viewed me from afar, and then I started. I know they were doing it in character, but it still hurt my feelings. And even though I told him to stop, even out of character, I didn't break character, but still, I still trusted in character as much as I could. But I ended up having this. Toby was still like he'd following me and stalking me around the con, and constantly just like pretending to like be mean or wanted to attack me and things that in character, but still. Um, and then he decided to get another character involved. I don't remember who it was or which character it was. I think it was Orochimaru, and they were pretending to like kidnap me. And since there was also Naruto's like around, like, and you know, and they just kind of like looked at him and like they didn't want to like help me, like, hey, you want to help Hinata? And they just kind of looked at me like, no. Kind of like the look they gave me was, no, she's ugly. I want to help her. Like, she's not my Hinata. I don't want to do that. Like, acted like it broke my heart. And I'm just like, really? And then they started like dragging me away, like trying to get that Naruto to get into character and come save me. And he completely didn't. Come on, General. And I'm just sitting here like I told him, like, you do realize that none of the Narutos here in this con like me like that. They don't fucking care. If it was a prettier Hinata, you try to kidnap a prettier one, then yeah, they probably would get into character and do that. Eventually, they continued, but I didn't even see them. And then a very, oh my god, a very hot Shino came over, and so did another Kiba. Both hot, two hotties. And they're actually men. The Kibas and the Shino that I knew during the gathering were both girls. But these two were two guys, and they were like, hey! The guy playing his Kiba was like, hey, let Hinata go! And then so we continued with the role play. And they're like, oh, well, you want Hinata, we'll come and get her. And, it was just like awesome. So even though like, this was probably like my farewell of Hinata, it made the con fun. Because I wasn't going to cosplay her after this con. And it was just hilarious. And, Kiba, and then the big crowd started forming, and the Narutos that ignored me before came back over because he saw the commotion and got interested. And but they got in character, and I pretty much had whispered to Shino and Kiba originally. Toby and the Orochimaru already kind of figured it out. They already knew. They were there when the other Narutos were ignoring me. And I kind of like did this. I asked Orochimaru to let go of my hand for a minute. It was just all in play. And I moved them closer and I said, don't let those Narutos help. And they're like, why? And like, because they completely ignore me, because I guess maybe because I'm ugly or something. Ugly and fat or whatever. I don't know what the reason. But they didn't want to help. And they're like, okay, we got you. Like, like, Like they got it, understood it, and then they just went in and still into RP, the role play or whatever. And so they pretend to fight, you know. And one of the Naruto's felt bad. Like he kind of did it out of guilt. You could totally tell he didn't really want to save me. Um, and he's like Orochimaru, and he's like I'm gonna help you and get back in Nata. And Shino was like, Naruto, back off. You know, he was like, Hinata doesn't want you to save her. And I always had the major hots for Shino. Like in the show, he was a massive hottie. I've always had a fan story. That's what you see in the previous videos. I mean, when I had a video maker down below my previous videos, where I had a Shino and Hinata tribute, is because in my fantasy, my fan version is that Shino and Hinata get together. Mainly because I just always had the hots for Shino. Like, I just love Shino. Like, he's so sexy. He's way cooler than Naruto. You know? So it just like I didn't want to say anything, but it was like completely turning me on the way how he was acting. I'm like, oh my god. You know? I didn't want to say anything, but I was just sitting there going, oh my gosh, you know? And near the end, obviously Kiba and Shino both shamed me. Naruto felt stupid. Fans gathered around, took pictures, you know, cheered on Shino and Kiba, blah 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 blah, and Orochimaru and Toby left. And Toby didn't bother me after that. I mean, he'd bother me all throughout the day. Like all day long, he bothered me. He stalked me, he harassed me. He even was freaking mean to me during the gathering. And nobody fucking did anything. Like, at that point, I don't know what happened to my Kurenai Sensei during the gathering after that, but I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure if you had saw him picking on me during the gathering, I'm pretty sure you would have fucking done something. I know you would have. If you're watching this, sweetheart. Like, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't. He fucking tripped me. Like, I was just walking, like, wanting to go talk to, like, Naruto's parents, like, the parents that the only two people that were actually dressed up as parents, and he fucking trips me while walking over there, and then everybody laughs at me. Because I tripped, and my wig fell off, and they all started laughing, like, oh, nothing lost her hair, she's bald, and I'm just like, seriously? I was already in a very, very sensitive state at the time, because I was already upset with my boyfriend. And you know, even that Shino that was supposed to be my friend, she freaking was laughing too. The only one that actually didn't laugh was Kiba, the female Kiba, and she actually came over and she pretty much told everyone to like shut the fuck up, like, and then she helped me up and helped me with my wig. But I don't know where you were, but it just kind of, I think you were like either you left early or you just didn't see it. I don't know. But I wanted to talk to them eventually, and then, you know, I didn't talk to them for very long, though. But, yeah, it was just, and after that, after I talked to him for a little bit, I decided to leave. That's when I left. And then I happened with Sheena, or with Toby and freaking Orochimaru, and then Shino, my friend was with me, and she took the picture and things like that. And then Shino gave me a rose, like a black rose. And then he kissed me on the cheek. He like pulled his little zipper or his little thing that covered up his face, because it was Shino from the Shippuden. And he pulls his thing down and kisses me on the cheek. We'll at that picture, but I have a picture memory in my head of him kissing me on the cheek. You know. but he does have a pitch. He does have a She does have a picture of him holding me, like he has his arms wrapped around me, and I'm holding the flower that he gave me, and it just brought up my day. It just made me happier. Like, I knew I would have to deal with my ex boyfriend when I went back to the hotel room, but it still made my day. Um, so that's really the reason why I didn't want to be Hinata for the longest time. And it took me a long time to get back into cosplay after that incident. I mean, here and then I went to cons here and there, off and on. And I did do Hinata, but I didn't be Hinata after that. I was just like, I just didn't want to cosplay her. I was just so freaking depressed. So, to my current sensei, I appreciate you with the positive messages you were texting me. I appreciate it. Give me some time, and I might bring her back. But like I said, I might start out with this Naruto first and just get into his character for a little bit. And then I know once I start feeling comfortable cosplaying him, I'll feel more comfortable doing Hinata again, because I'll figure out I don't really need a man or need a character to be Hinata. Because for Hinata, I feel like it's like my issue is that I feel like I need a pair to be her. Naruto is easier because he didn't really need a girlfriend. Yeah, he kept flirting. He kept saying he wanted a girlfriend and he loved Sakura and all that kind of shit. But he didn't. I feel like Naruto is more independent, so I don't really need to have a pair, like a couple pairing with him. And that's why I'm doing all these other characters, like Inuyasha. Inuyasha took me a long time to get back with him again. And the story behind that is, after me and my ex-boyfriend broke up, he got in his way of getting back at me after he broke up, is that my friend took a lot of effort to make his ears. And she made a white headband and his fluffy ears, and then she literally put his ears together. Hot glued him onto the white headband and all that kind of stuff. And he had took my pillar beads and snapped the whole entire thing, and the beads go flying everywhere. And then he picked them up and then threw them flushed them down the toilet. Like, literally flushed them down the toilet. And then he took my ears on the headband, snapped the headband in half, and poured oil, like cooking oil, all over the fluffiness of the ears, and then he took them outside and lit them on fire. So it took me a long time. I rehave. Let's see here. Where are they? There. Okay, so. Oh, and he, what's the other thing? Oh, he also lit my wig on fire. On top of lighting my ears on fire, he lit my hair on fire too, and ruined my wig. So this was something I found at an anime convention a while back. It's not the same ears. They're still hot glued or whatever they are, but it's a black headband. It's going to be extremely uncomfortable because it's wire. I'll have to handle it. So these are the ears that I got back. I got new pillar beads that I put in here. They're not the same ones as the elastic is still there. Brand new perler beads. Brand new. Haven't really been worn. Um, as you can see, the elastic is there. They're brand new. Uh, I had to rebuy a new Inuyasha costume because the one I had before was too small. I had gained weight since when I first started my Inuyasha cosplay. Um, so I had to buy a brand. I mean, nothing wrong with with the robe part. The robe part was fit me. It was the only thing that fit me. So I had to buy a brand new Inuyasha cosplay, um, and pants that fit. I tested the theory. I put them on just to make sure that they still fit me. The pants still fit. The kimono part, I'm not worried about because that thing's baggy as fuck. I was more concerned about the pants. Okay, so that's that. And then this is my new Inuyasha wig. I styled, it's not fancy, but I styled the white stuff in front of his face, and it's not the same length as the anime. Mainly because I had, in my previous wig I had, they were like down to my chest. And they got knotted really easily. They got like tangled really easily. They got frizzed really easily. So I just decided to customize his tip of hairs by I need to get hairspray or something much stronger so I can like make the tips more pointy because right now they're just kind of like frizzed like this and just look like a bunch of hair hanging all over the place. Um, and I just have him down to here, just a little bit below his chin. I figured it would frame my face a little bit more on my Inuyasha wig and get the effect that they're the white strips that go down his face. So yeah. I over later on when I bought the wig that it was technically a Shishomura wig. So I just kind of went with the flow there and just kind of did whatever I did. Customized it. Make it Inuyasha. I found an Inuyasha wig that's actually styled. It looks like it actually Inuyasha wig off Amazon. But I think this wig's just fine. You guys be the judge on that. I think it looks fine. It doesn't have to be fucking fancy. It doesn't have to be fucking perfect. I've came to the acceptance that it doesn't have to be fucking perfect. People get the idea who he is just by what I'm wearing. Like as for Axel went out of commission because of Songstress Miku's ex-boyfriend. One con when we were all there together, got drunk off his ass, stole my Axel costume without my permission, told her that he asked me and I said yes. She didn't believe him. She flat out told me she didn't believe him because why would I let you borrow my costume? She knew I was very protective of my cosplay. Very protective. And she ended up telling me that she asked me later on at the con, like, did you ask him if he can borrow your costume? And I'm like, no. Hell no. Well, he got drunk off his ass, took my robe off, and decided to jump in the swimming pool at the Radisson Hotel in Sacramento with my wig on. Ruined my Axel wig. Massively. All the spikes that were spiky went... I mean, they're still spiky, but they went flat on my head. Like, flat. Literally flat. They used to spike up just like that Naruto way. They used to be standing up straight up and just very nice spiky, but nope. Now, the Axel robe doesn't fit me right. It looks horrible on me. So I need to get a new Axel robe and a new Axel wig to be Axel again. And now that I've played Kingdom Hearts 3, I noticed Axel gets a Keyblade. So now I'm gonna want to get an actual Keyblade when I do bring him back. Um, what was I gonna say? Right, Riku. I almost forgot about Riku, but then when I went over to grab my Inuyasha wig, I just saw my Riku wig and my Hinata wig. My Hinata cosplay, I don't know where the fuck it is. I mean, I don't know where the fuck her costume is, anyways. I thought I brought it with me to the house that I'm living at right now. It's not here. It's not with my other costumes. I'm feeling maybe it got stuck in storage and put in a box somewhere or in a Tupperware. I swear I went through everything and organized everything in Tupperware, but it might have got strapped in there. I don't know. Anyways, if I have to, I'll go back to the storage unit and look for it. Because Hinata is actually a very warm costume, and I could use it for SAC anime. I could stay warm with her. But my Riku, the Shino that I mentioned earlier in the this video, Shino stole my vest, stole the little white band that goes on my arm, because I was Riku from Kingdom Hearts 2, and stole the white tank top part. The only thing that Shino didn't steal was my pants, mainly because they wouldn't fit her. Plus I hid them. So Riku, and I hid the wig too. So Riku has been out of commission for a while. At least Riku from Kingdom Hearts 2. That's the Riku that I liked. So once I get that situation, Axel and Riku will come back. Just I don't know when. It costs a lot of money to get these costumes all figured out. So most of my cosplays I've had were all guys. Hinata was the very first female costume that I started doing. Now I'm going to be Toa Higurashi. That's my main plan right now, is to be Toa Higurashi. For those of you who don't know who Toa Higurashi is, there is an anime called Yashihime. See if I find my phone. I can show you guys. Hold on. I'm going to show you something because this is like one of my favorite intros. So this is one of my favorite videos. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me see if I can turn the camera. Hold on. This is my favorite. Fuck you. Go away. This is one of my favorite tributes. See if it turns around the other way. Okay, there we go. This is my tribute of Moroha and Toa. So for those of you who don't know, there's an anime called Yashihime. It's about Inuyasha and Shishomaru's kids. Kagome and Inuyasha both get together and they get married. When Shishomaru marries Rin, the little girl orphan. And Shishomaru and Rin have twin girls, Setsuna and Toa. And Inuyasha and Kagome have one daughter named Moroha. So this is one of my favorite tributes of Moroha and Toa. This is pretty much a Moroha Toa tribute. It's one of my favorite ones, and I love the song. When you feel it's hopeless, when you think that you lost, I will take your hand and we'll rise up from the dust. Here we go, let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come back to life, we're still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach
on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, go, go. Let us heal and grow. You won't be alone. We're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come, my tears, still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We all have our reasons why we are on this track. Oh, we all have our burdens, yeah, but we just keep on fighting and we never look back. Here we go, 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 let us heal and grow. You won't be alone, we're unstoppable. Don't be afraid to show what we're going for. This is what we know. Here we come, my tears, still breathing. Standing up, everybody's gonna see it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. Even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. We're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat. We rise up from the dust and clear my throat.
So, um, it's about those three girls, Towa, Setsuna, and Moroha. So you have to hear me about those three girls. Mostly what I learned is that Moroha is a very more likable character. Everybody just loves Moroha. I don't know why. Moroha is, they call her a fourth quarter demon. She has Inuyasha's and Kagome's powers. She's got Kagome's celestial powers and Inuyasha's demon strength. Um, the rouge that she puts on when she turns on red and has the gold eyes. There's a rouge that her that Izayue had, which was her Inuyasha's mother, who's a human. If you know about Inuyasha's story, you know that Inuyasha Shomer both had the same father. Shishomer's mom was a full demon, Inuyasha's mom was a human. That's what makes Inuyasha a half demon. Sorry about the white random glare right here. My roommate's just got home from work, so she has a tendency when she pulls in, she has to back up and then park back in. Back up, park back in. She does this like it's her OCD. She has to make sure she's in line and making sure. So this glare you're seeing right now is her it's her headlights. Let's see if she backs up again. Goes back in. She might have already made it. Yep. Nope. Nope. Wait. No. She parked fine. So. God damn it! Turn off the headlights, girl. Come on. um. There we go. So, Shomer and Ren have twin girls, Toa and Setsuna, and Inuyasha and Kagome just have the daughter, the one girl. So I guess Moraha is more liked. So I guess the rouge that she has the blood, the makeup, the lipstick is made from the blood of for her grandmother, or at least from the blood of the great dog demon. I don't know the whole story behind the lipstick. The lipstick is made from someone part of the family, either her grandfather or her grandma. And when she puts it on, she gets the strength from the family. So it must have the bloodline inside the lipstick. So when she turns, she gets golden eyes, kind of like in Yuasha, like just like her dad when he has gold eyes and everything like that. She gets eyes, and then she gets a lot stronger with her demon powers. Um, her even her spiritual energy straightens. But at first, in the beginning, she didn't know how to control it very well, so she couldn't stay in that form for very long, and she would end up passing out. Near the end, what you're seeing near the end of when you're closer to the final battles, when she's battling Kirimaru, um, she was able to hold her power a little bit longer. She learns how to harness her demon power, her demon energy. Toa had a fake sword that she had. She thought it was real, but it was actually fake because it ended up demon actually ended up breaking it, and she realized it was just a replica. So she figures out once she discovers her demon energy, she's able to use her demon power energy and extend the blade, and she uses that as the blade. Now it's not a permanent solution, but it still works. She's still able to slay demons and kill them and things like that. Um, so and Setsuna just has her ability. She's got her weapon, but it's she gets a new one later. But it's really cool anime. I'm being Toa because I like Toa. Toa has a sweet personality. You know what I mean? She has a sweet personality, but when if you piss her off, look out. She'll fucking kill you. I mean, she has a temper, but um her mood is just so sweet. Like she just loves and cares about Moraha and Setsuna and will do anything for them, and she just has that. Also, she gets that little silly side to her too. Um but if you piss her off, ooh, she loses it. She loses it big time, and she'll freaking kill you. Um, but you know, to be honest, like I haven't. It's a new anime, so I haven't seen those characters walking around the con yet. We have our little thing that everybody's popular with. Demon Slayer is very popular. I don't know what else is popular over in the Sacramento convention, but Toe was my favorite, and that's who I want to cosplay. And so my friend Regina's, my friend, um, is thinking about she's gonna make my Toa costume, which will save me heck a lot of money on spending on that from from a dealer person or from the off website and stuff like that. It's gonna save me a lot of fucking money because I could just pay her a reasonable amount and get that. Um. Oh yeah. So I've been very hesitant on being a certain character. There's a Sailor Scout that I want to be. I want to be Uranus. From Sailor Moon. My dilemma is that I'm very conscious about my body type, and I don't want everybody making fun of me because I'm a little chunky on the chunky side and being a very skinny girl. So I'm not really ready to be Sailor Scouts right just yet. Not just yet. I'll get there eventually. Another character I'm thinking about being, new character I'm thinking about being is Nezuko, and that's her right there on the bottle. Um, and then there's a Uranus on the corner. Let's see. That's, and I'm still planning on being her, Sailor Moon. But like I said, all in good time because, well, I don't feel comfortable wearing Sailor Scout outfits when I'm chunky. Um, some characters I can wear because they're a little bit baggier on me and things like that. And Nezuko's wears a kimono, so it's gonna be comfortable and warm. So if you guys have any questions on my plans for the future, uh, go ahead and comment. Please subscribe if you like this video. I am gonna make more videos. It's just I'm still trying to figure out the camera situation and making the video more popular. I think my biggest recording time for fun, and hopefully we'll get more subscribers in the process, will be at SAC Anime in January. That's gonna be the biggest video maker. I will keep you guys posted from up to that point. Um, Again, please like and uh, subscribe and things like that. I noticed that I got one more subscriber, but that's only one. I noticed I had 116 subscribers when I first started and when I came back on here, and now I have 117. So let's hopefully I get more subscribers. I don't have any sponsors or anything. I don't, and if anybody knows how to get sponsors, please let me know because honestly, I don't know how to get sponsors. I don't know what there's how a way to get that and get able to get up there and get noticed because Anime Stars Production's still a thing. I just life happened, shit happened. Um but I know that I'm not myself when I'm not cosplaying. So it's my thing and I'm gonna do it. And I apologize for having this video be really long, but I wanted to cover all my bases. Um, Again, I want to thank my Kurenai sensei for the encouragement. I do love Hinata. I've never stopped loving Hinata. I might just characters first and then work my way back up to Hinata. So my thing was being Naruto, and then I was thinking being either Tsunade and Sakura. Those girls I was thinking about being alongside Naruto, and then work my way up to my confidence to go back to Hinata. Hinata will always be me. It's one of my characters. I love her. Um yeah. Anyways, guys, I will keep you updated. Please hit that like and please subscribe if you see this video and you like it. I'll be creating a lot more short videos than I will with long videos. And right now, the only thing I know how to make actual videos is during live sessions. So yeah, I'm gonna probably call it a night. I hopefully if I follow up my bases for today, I will keep you guys updated on all my costumes and closer to SAC Academy and think that I will be starting my new job or starting my training tomorrow. So I'll be busy from Tuesday night to Saturday night. I'll be a very, very busy girl. I'll be working 8 hours a day, Tuesday through Saturday. Anyways, thank you for everything. Um, have a good night, everybody. Bye.